Houston Rockets coming to this one following a loss. Got taken apart both offensively and defensively.
And defensively, that let them down, or just the inner fire on that side of the ball.
And guys, it was a bit befuddling to me as to why they stuck with it. I mean, they dug themselves a hole and couldn't find the tweaks they needed to get out of it.
Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. And it's Dunleavy in the 3 slot.
And the Rockets have lost out on some free agent wars the past few years. They have remained competitive, but you wonder what could have been if they landed or kept some of those big names.
And with the Rockets, it's no secret that they take a very analytical approach to team building. Greg, you and I talked about that. And Clark, you wonder if that hurts them in free agency.
Well, when your front office makes no qualms about viewing players as simply just assets, it can be a hard sell to a free agent.
And it's Rose penetrating. Got a piece of it. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. The Rockets have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Kicks it out to Harden. The rebound by Gibson.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job. Oh, Maestro, he is so good at making those lead passes, like conducting an orchestra.
Down low. Money.
Yeah.
Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
And just a step ahead of the D in
Fuck
that
outta here.
possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Kicks to Beverly. Houston moving the ball around. They get a hand
That
on
shit
it.
up.
Howard, the pass to Montevis. And as it goes out of bounds, Houston able to keep the ball here.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
Just 5 to shoot.
Fuck out of here.
It's Harden with the drive. An easy 2 points on the layup. Harden's got 7 points. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
Pass to Howard. Fires the 3. But they recover it. Houston gets it back. Ariza goes in. They shoot again. And the foul on Derrick Rose. That's his first foul.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And here are the Bulls now, following the score by Houston. Here's Butler. And Mirotic kicks to Gasol. Mirotic against Beasley. to the wing on the left. Here's Dunleavy. Here's Gasol. You know what? They battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Here's Ariza. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. Boy, it would have been nice to get an and one there.
Catching up on the changes for Houston. Capella's checked in, and it's Brewer in for James Harden. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Joakim Noah, he's checked in for Gasol. Doug McDermott comes in for Dunleavy. Morris checked in for Jimmy Butler. And Brooks subbed in for Derrick Rose.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. We'll see how long they can keep it going. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Shoots it. They get the rebound. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Moore with the bucket.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it.
And that one is good by Beasley.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Only took them a few seconds to answer the three ball with one of their own.
Greg, we've got a three-point battle taking shape here.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Holiday. The dish to Brooks. Back to Holiday. And it's off the back rim. No good.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. Rockets lead by 7. And we'll be back in just a moment with the start of the second quarter. And now the second quarter just getting set to start. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
A lot of times the team that owns the paint is going to come away with the victory, and that's what they've done here thus far.
Yeah, why change the plan until they make you? And that's where they should continue to attack moving forward, going inside.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Bulls. Portis is out there with Doug McDermott. Then it's Brooks. Then there's Noah. And it's Holiday in at the two-guard spot. Howard's checked in for Capella. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Butler's checked in. Here's Harden. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Taj Gibson's checked in for the Bulls. Rose comes in for Brooks.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
Right wing. Here's Rose. Following the basket by Dwight Howard.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall. That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
The Rockets making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. That one's in there. Rocket lead is cut to just 9 on the basket from Jimmy Butler. Butler's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Bulls have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Dunleavy comes in for Taj Gibson. And Moore subbed in for Butler. And it's Rose missing.
They are really getting the work done inside with their rebound.
The defensive backboard has been controlled. They have not allowed a lot of second chances. It's been about one and done for the most part. And I'm not talking about leaving count.
Yeah, I know you're not. That's a bunch of good rebounding taking place there, boy.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And the basket by Harden.
His shooting has been outstanding here. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Over the last 10 games, as we look at the Rockets, this is how they compare to the rest of the league. Second in fast break points. Third in steals. And they're in the top 10 in rebounding. This is a team that does a good job getting on the glass.
Oh!
Rising up and hammering it home. That could be just what they need to pick their energy up.
Wow, it definitely got the guys on the bench on their feet. I'll say that for a man. Oh, man, was that
no doubt about it, guys. That's one of those plays that will pick up his teammates. A lot of times, a play like that is just what you need to get the adrenaline flow for your team.
Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. And out of bounds as Chicago gains possession. Chicago ball. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at Cleveland. And, of course, Houston tied up with them. We've got 1:28 left in the second quarter. Stolen by Beverly. Ariza, right side. And another 3 for Houston.
Boy, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
And Moore kicks to Rose. Here's Beverly. Lays it in off the breakaway. Beverly's got 5 points so far.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at either end, steals, fast break buckets, and the other team scrambling to find its game.
Great point. I mean, that aggression has allowed them to just create a lot of havoc, and boy, are they taking advantage.
Pass to Mirotic. There's the feed to Dunley. Looking to end the run. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish.
Unable to get the ball in bounds, they get called for the 5-second violation. For the Rockets, Brewer is checked in for Howard. KJ McDaniels comes in, and through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Houston on top, up 19. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
That's what I'm wondering. Let's stop over here.
We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. An exceptional performance so far from James Harden.
It's as if he can get to the rim any time he wants. And in that first half,
Boom,
he
James
wanted
Harden.
to quite a bit.
And that's where his points were coming from. I mean, the defense has to do a much better job of challenging him at the rim.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. An exceptional
I
performance
know
so
more.
far from
My
James
data
Harden.
good now. Let's go.
Yeah, created a lot of quality shots for himself in that first half, and he knew when to pass it up when the double team came.
And that led to a very high points per shot number for him. For those of you that are into analytics, that stat
That'll work
really
no more.
tells how
My
efficient the
controller
player
works.
has been, and he's been very efficient so far.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Houston.
Look off.
Beverly and Harden, they're the backcourt. Modiunas and Howard, the post pair. And it's Ariza in the small forward position.
So you can't fuck with him.
Butler
Fuck you
goes
think this
in.
is?
The shot is off. The Rockets go the other way with it. The last time these two clubs came together was also in this building, with an unfortunate ending for the home team.
What the hell is
And boy, that was a tough one to lose, guys. But they played well throughout that game, just unable to convert down the stretch.
Yeah, I know we don't get into moral victories, but they can definitely take away some positives from it, because even though they came up on the short end, there was some good stuff too.
Rose attacking.
Yeah, we're supposed to shoot that shit on the
Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. Michael Beasley. He's checked in for Houston. Beverly up top. He's covered by Rose. And the jam by Harden.
What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there. That one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Yeah.
Bulls trail by 20. Here's Rose.
Uh,
And it's sent back by Howard. And they get it back. And Michael Beasley picks up the foul.
oh, he wasn't going to shoot those threes.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Ball's knocked loose. Stolen by Beverly. And the jam by Harden.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
The shooting percentage continues to elevate here in the second half.
Well, as a group, they've been harmonic since the break. In sync. Good team basketball, resulting in high-quality shots.
Somebody ain't thinking
The
they.
kick outside to Butler. Clock at 6. The Bulls need to get a shot off here. Rose. Excellent D from Howard.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
And here's Harden for 3. Again, the miss by Harden. The Bulls have gone. Look at that. It's not possible what we just... Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys. That's one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
Now a timeout called by Houston.
Yeah, saw some things that just weren't working for them and wants to make some adjustments.
Yeah, and no reason to wait around to do that, Greg. I mean, might as well make those adjustments right away.
Houston making a switch. Capella's checked in. And a change for the Bulls. Mirotic is checked in for Mike Dunleavy. Beasley right side. The three ball.
Oh.
It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 3 assists in the game. For Chicago, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvements here.
Okay.
Gibson dishes to Gasol. Out left to the wing. And there's the call on Howard. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. For the Rockets, Corey Brewer's checked in for Howard. McDaniels comes in for James Harden. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. Chicago also making some changes. Joakim Noah's checked in for Gasol. McDermott comes in for Taj Gibson. And it's Brooks in for Derrick Rose. Here's Capella. Beasley, the pass to Terry. He dishes it to Capella. Brewer's shot is off. McDermott. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook.
Yeah, and I'm glad, guys, he doesn't go overboard on that one and get a little too fancy.
And Brooks gets it on the assist by Butler.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Bulls have only made 2 attempts, shooting poorly at the line in this one. And he makes the first. Portis, he's checked in for Mirotic. He's off on the second. Rockets leading by 21. Stolen by Brooks. Noah kicks to McDermott. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Beasley. Brooks gets the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
The Bulls have had a disappointing game so far from the line. Only 3 free throws made.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Yeah, in general, they've been very solid. I mean, free throw shooting isn't something they've had to worry about too much this season, guys.
Monty Eunice is checked in for McDaniels. Another miss by Houston. Ahead. Finished off the break. McDermott's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a quick bucket there. Solid in transition.
You know, he loves the chance to get out and run, and we could see right there why he does.
Beasley outside. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
First trip to the line for him here.
2 shots.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Rockets lead by 18. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up in what has been a one-sided show. Taking a look at the Bulls. Gibson is the 4 with Gasol at the 5. Then there's Dunleavy. Then it's Rose. And it's Holiday in the shooting guard position. Eunice kicks to Harden. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. They get Paul Gasol. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Rockets.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
It's been a hot shooting night for them, too. I mean, they've hit a lot of those mid-range jump shots.
You know, it hasn't always been the case in the NBA, but parity is at a great spot right now. Every team can compete for a title or end up last in their conference, it seems. It's something the NBA wanted and ultimately now has achieved.
And there's the foul. It goes on Taj Gibson. That'll be his second foul of the game. Rockets leading by 20. And here's Harden for three. Harden draws the double. Passes it to Eunice. Beverly dishes to Eunice. Harden with it. And Rose picks him up defensively. Dunleavy kicks to Holiday. Look at that jam. I mean, just beautiful. Just floating to the rim on that slam.
Boy, when he gets up and stays up.
Man, you could clock his hang time with an hourglass.
And speaking of NBA parity, it's impossible to go from last to first in a single year, but it can happen in a 3-year span.
And that's all you really want from a fan's perspective. To illustrate the parity, all 4 teams in the conference finals from last year were different from the year before.
Chicago calls timeout.
Just trying to get a break in the action to clear some heads here. I mean, they've gone ice cold, and not a bad idea to give them a little quick breather.
Yeah, they needed the timeout here. Anything to try to get them to forget about the missed shots and get themselves back on track.
And the Bulls making a change here. Butler's checked in. He feeds it to Gasol. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. Kept alive by Houston.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
And there's a reason that's good on the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got assist number 8 now on the night. Outside Rose. In the corner, Gibson with it. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Eunice. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Here's Butler. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead. And around the NBA, there are some who want to redo how the NBA lottery works. They feel it punishes teams for trying at the end of the season and instead rewards others who maybe aren't doing as well.
To the inside. Eunice lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Here's Harden. And that goes off the assist by Dwight Howard. For James Harden.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
The rebound by Gibson. Gibson's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Rose gets the bucket.
Superb assist there. He played the role of the maestro on that one.
Lets it go with a 3. 31 points for James Harden.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping him to maintain that lead.
Rose in the post.